wet and dreary Thursday. I have had a busy morning full of appointments, but being very productive, getting some things the government wanted me to do, like taxes, done, and now I'm here to have some creative fun with all my friends who live inside my phone. For those of you who don't know what I do, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia, hey Margine, and I sell the products that I use in my videos to make cards. Otherwise, unless I otherwise state that, they're sneaking in here and there. There are a few products that we just don't have that I do use from time to time. So we have had the new, and I do have it here at hand, we have had the new annual catalogue go live. Yay, so exciting. Along with this, we do also have a joining special. So if you join the Stampin' Up! Family in the month of May, when you sign up, you receive an extra $48 of free money in your kit. Hey Linda, hey Sylvia. And basically you get an introductory, or you get to start 20% off any future purchases after your starter kit, which is $283. And hey Bev, and you and it's free postage. So whatever you get in your starter kit is free postage. And if you have a large order and you don't want to sign up and you get a couple of friends together, you can earn an extra $40 until the middle of June with our Stampin' Rewards. So we have lots of fun happening to celebrate our brand new annual catalogue. And with the new annual catalogue, because of course I go to pick something up and they all fall over. Hey Colleen, hey Glenda, hey Deb. We have our 5 new in colours. So we have Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Soft Succulent, and Evening Evergreen. There is a personality test so that I posted last night. So I'd love to see what Stampin' Up! Colour, new in colour you are. No, it is actually good afternoon, Pamela. It is 12:03 to be exact here in Australia. So yes, but good evening. So yes, I am going to use all 5 of these in colours today because I love them and they're so beautiful together and they go so well with our other colours, but I just need to celebrate them together for a little bit. I am going to be pairing them with the Pansy patch for a very simple card. So we're not building a pansy or anything like that. We're using a sentiment and this pansy piece right here to create, and we are using the stunning, let me see how shimmery our shimmery vellum is. So we have shimmery vellum in all 5 colours. Oh wow, Pamela, that is very late. Oh, your Evening Evergreen, Linda, how regal that sounds. I'm Pale Papaya. So yeah, look at that shimmer on that vellum, and I haven't done anything with it. It just comes like this straight out of the packet. Shimmer, beautiful colours. Okay, I'll stop teasing you and show you what we're making. This is the card that we're making. So I've just done a strip card and I'm showing you a really easy cheat to stick down our pieces of vellum. So I came up with, and I don't have any paper cut for this, so we're really going to be making this card from scratch, but we're just making a single card today. Sylvia, awesome, that's great. Nice to have someone else in the family. Okay, so how has everyone's week been so far? I hope it hasn't been too taxing. I am just getting up my second screen and moving a few things. So I was showing you our Shimmery Vellum. I will stumble over that. It comes in 12 by 12 sheets. So you get 2 sheets of all 5 colours in here, so you get 10 sheets altogether, which is fantabulous, and I love it. I even bought an extra pack. I don't know if the extra pack was on purpose or not, but I think I may have added it into my rewards, and then I forgot to take it out of my main order. Oh well. Lucky, they're amazing colours, and I'm not deterred by having 2 because I am also running my paper shares, so it will come in handy. And that is the thing, I need to post about my paper shares tonight. So for anyone in Australia or locally to me even that wants a piece of all the new papers, I am doing a paper share. So I have them ordered, or I have the first lot ordered, and if I need a second lot, I can just order more and it doesn't matter. So let's flick ourselves around and start making our card. So no one's told me how their week's been. So that tells me how exciting you all are at the moment. Apparently you've all been hard at work. Flick this around. Isn't that good when it just works perfectly the first time? I've got glue on my hand and I have no idea how. I'll go turn off my overhead light and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, shadows be gone. We are all good here. Right, so what I am going to start with, and I've made this card with my team on the weekend, which was lots of fun. I really enjoyed it. And one of my team, I will show you this card. Is it? Yes, or almost. Hang on, got to move one piece. One of my team members showed us how to make this tower card. No, that's right. Go back. No, this one does not want to stay backwards. There we go. How to make this tower card, which is uber cute. I think I need to bone fold those, but that's my first try at a tower card. I was rather impressed and happy with how it came out, and I certainly want to try it again. Pretty much normal. Oh, lovely. So you've had a lot of rain too, Bev. We've really only had rain yesterday and today. So I'm not sure I'll show you that tower card on here. I think, yeah, showing those things isn't necessarily my forte, but that's okay. We can try. So I'm going to start. My team had some really, really good ideas. So I have stamped with the corresponding ink onto the vellum. My team also suggested that we could also stamp in Versamark. And do you know what? I have a spare piece of Evening Evergreen, and I am going to give that a go to see how it comes up, because if the Evening Evergreen works, I can stick all the strips down and then do some random stamping in Evening Evergreen. Okay, so we will see. Yes, exactly. I didn't design the card. I even had to not sit Like I wasn't, yeah, because I film and broadcast over Zoom and normally Facebook, but this time Facebook didn't work for some reason. I still need to investigate why that didn't work, but I couldn't do it while I was live during the team meeting. I had to give up my seat. I was actually truly a student. It was fun. It was nice, and I was actually able to. One of my team members is going through some health issues, and I was able to sit next to her and just give her that one-on-one help without teaching. I actually really valued that one-on-one time I could give my team member. So this is my Versamark ink pad, which is a watermark ink pad. You only kind of, you do. I've got to get it on a different angle because all I'm seeing is a shimmer. Let me put it on. You do actually see it. Maybe we can get this work. And they also suggested that we could heat emboss, like clear heat emboss on the shimmery vellum as well. And you could even white heat emboss as well. Okay, we're going to do that. Right. Let's recap this because I need to cut some things. Oh, so exciting. Yes, well, I have done, and I will show you a sneak peek because I got the last of my swaps came in the post today. We had a couple of latecomers in the post. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my swap card that I will show you. I'll show you two cards actually. So I have, that's my swap card with the pansies, although that one's upside down. That one was my test card. And then these are my customer cards that I sent out with my catalogues using the pansy paper and the sentiment. But I will be highlighting those cards on my blog in the coming little time. So yeah, I just wanted to do something really different. Okay, thick whisper white. Do I have, whoops, I have a card base ready to go. Awesome. I also have a card front ready to go. See, someone did ask if I have some of these things ready made, and the answer is most of the time I do have some at least closely ready to go. David, could you grab my trimmers that are at the drawers at the front door, please? I've left them there since Sunday. Now, the other thing we're going to use, now I have old stock, but we still have this product available, but it isn't branded like my one is. And these are the adhesive sheets. So we're going to make this whole piece of Whisper White adhesive using the adhesive sheets. Now they're 6 by 12, which means they are sized perfectly to go through our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now, as I said, can I just have the top one and pop the bottom one just at the computer keyboard, please? Thank you. They're sized perfectly to go through our stamp. There you go. That's one way to open it. Rip it. The Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So you can coat cardstock and make stickers. So I'm effectively making this whole sheet. If I can get this out. My word, I'm having issues today. Haven't even been working with my hands much today. Hello, Miss Jenny Turnbull. Okay, trimmer right way round. We will get ourselves. So I need this 10 centimeters wide, because that will be the width of our paper. And I do just pop these back in the packet, but as I say, I have old stock, which is still, it's the same thing, it's just not from that company. You can buy it from us, but I wasn't going to discard what I had just because it was branded. Now, if you can hear the rain, it is actually raining quite steadily here, on and off all day. So luckily I did not have to, and that's 10 centimeters, perfect. Luckily I did not have to drive the children to school, which was wonderful. So we are going to use just a scrap piece of paper because I don't want to make everything uber sticky, and just my silicone mat, just in case. It really is perfect weather for crafting, Bev. You have that exactly right. So it does tell us to peel here. There is a little perforation to take the backing sheet off. So, and it's nice that I've got this edge I can put my finger on and not get it sticky. Okay, so I'm going to take it about halfway, give it a bit of a press, and I'm going to line this up as straight as possible. If you don't get it perfectly straight, it's okay. It's only a sticky piece of paper. Oh, although what I want to do, there is a little bit left on the end. So I do want to cover that piece up, and I can bring in my trimmer again, or I am just going to bring in, helps that I have it straight and get a straight edge. And I have just snipped this off, and I have, if this wants to come, I have a piece, I have that adhesive backed on the back, which is perfect. Hello, Miss Margaret, thank you for joining. And there is also this piece, sorry, that I also need to snip off. And I'm not sticky yet. So I've done really well not getting sticky with this. Ooh, there we go. But there's the piece that decided to drop down for me. Perfect. So has anyone adhered vellum using your adhesive sheets? Because I'd be interested to know. So then what I want to do, oh, I'm so sorry if you can hear my belly. I did have my lunch before I popped on live, and now it's making all the fun digestive sounds. Okay, so I've grabbed a corner, and what I want to do, I don't want to pull this all the way off. I do just want, and I'm trying not to touch the sticky bit, I just want to pull a portion off. So then I've still got something to touch and rest my hand on without getting overly inky. So these pieces are longer than this piece, and that's actually a really helpful thing. And I'm going to go in and line up. That is not straight at all. But do you know what? It's just going to stay like that. So it gave me something to hold on to and line that up. Look, it's not perfectly straight, but it really, really is fairly close. So I've gone in, you can put these down in whatever order you want. I've gone in with fresh freesia first. I might go in with my soft succulent. I was going to say sage next. Ah, there you go, Glenda. Right. Well, I'm glad I'm showing you girls something that you haven't thought of before, because as we know, glue and vellum are kind of enemies, because you can see all the glues through vellum. So this is a way to have a fully adhesive back without having a different texture in the background. So I just buttered that straight up against the fresh freesia. Then I'm going to go in, I just love the soft succulent. I have had to buy a whole nother pack of soft succulent DSP, which I think it's rather impressive actually. Okay, so I'm taking this in on an angle rather than having it going straight down. So then if I don't get it lined up, I do have that push down wiggle room like just there. So I think I'm gonna be brave with the next two. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my polish pink. Polish pink. These are actually really crooked, but doesn't matter. It's handmade. 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 And evening evergreen. So the worst part of this is actually lining them up. So now I just want to go in and cut off all the excess. So you can give it a nice burnish. I must have had bends in some of the thing. And I don't have any glimmer or shimmer on my hand from these. There is like zero transfer. Okay, so the backing sheet can go in the bin, and I'm just going to, I think I'm going to actually use my trimmer. I think that's going to be easier for me. I say that with trepidation because I'm not entirely 1000% sure. I just want to give myself one straight edge, which isn't actually a straight edge after I cut through some thing there, but it will give me an edge to then cut everything else. And then we will stamp in Versamark, and then I will make my decision from there what I do, if that makes sense. So that is our trimmed down piece. Look, it's not perfect, but handmade, handmade, handmade. So let me get all these scraps off. And of course, they're all sticky. Louisa is sighing in the background. I'm surprised you didn't hear her with how loud that sigh was. Okay, I don't need this anymore because all the stickiness has been covered up, and I don't have any stickiness on my hands either. And just that one piece and in the bin. Awesome. Okay, bring this piece back and we're just going to randomly stamp this pansy in Versamark. You're back, Jenny. Awesome. Can you use a block on the piece you're pulling back? Not really. Oh, yeah, I could have. Yes, that's right, Bev. I could have. And I've got, like, in this box here, I've got a whole box of blocks. But, you know, we like to make things difficult for ourselves. Okay. This Versamark will dry back darker. I can see where I have stamped. So we are just making a bit more of a subtle version of the original card. I am kind of thinking I may want to heat emboss it, you know. Sorry, I have to put my head right over here. Yeah, I kind of have a dead space-ish in here, but that's okay. Okay, can you see? I can see it darkening up actually. I don't know. I can see it in the light. But some of my stamping's a bit how's your father, but that's okay. I can see it in the light, but it's really, really subtle. So let's grab some clear embossing powder. Let me see. That's clear. And see if this works. Thank you for sharing, Myrtle. Hello, Angie. Louisa, it is a hard life. She came with us to our accountant appointment this morning and she played with her husband. So I don't know why she's playing I'm So Hard Done By, because she actually had a lovely morning. Okay, so you can see them a bit better now. Oh, I do have some stray bits. May just get, and I have it right here. I'm just going to get a brush, just brush off some of these really excess bits. See, that looks like an excess, but it's not. And then I just drop the whole card front because I'm special. Okay, I just stuff that bit up. Okay, I am just going to swipe that bit, pop that there, put this back in here, and then we will heat emboss it and see how it turns out. So you guys have all seen me stamp onto vellum before, so that's all that was, but we did find the inks were taking a lot longer to dry, so it wouldn't be, we were smearing inks into the individual stripes a little bit, which wasn't so much fun. Just getting rid of any stray powder here with my microfiber cloth. Yay, you did catch me live again. You can just see them. Yep, that's why I thought heat embossing them with clear. You could use white, you could use black, you can use any colour, but I just thought, hey Donna, I just thought we could just have them have the shine and the shimmer. Just heating this up before I take it to here. Trying not to touch any bits that have powder. Just kind of working one section, heating it up. Come on, I can see. There we go. There's the magic. I'm hoping you can see that melt and change. And if there are any bits that are still dull, that means your embossing powder hasn't melted. Such a magical thing. So almost there. These ones are sort of already half embossed. And I am just going to flip it over and give some heat on the back and to hopefully bend it back a little bit. But I don't want to overheat it because then heat tool going back, because then it can over melt the powder and then it actually goes dull. Okay, just bending this back to get it straight. So that is our card front, so you can see the difference here. So this one's just matte, this one is shimmery, and I obviously had some silver in my clear embossing powder folder. Geez Louise. So that's a difference. Tell me whether you like the stamped on or whether you like the embossed shimmer. Now next, I think I'm going to make another birthday one of these. And we are literally just using a scrap of paper. I'm sure I've got some scraps left over. Oh, I've got the perfect scrap. Maybe that's not a scrap. Hold on. Nope, that is not a scrap. But these two are. So I'll just pop that one aside. Use this one. So I've used Fresh Freesia and Pale Papaya. For this card though, I think I might use Polish Pink, just to change it up. Stamped on. Okay, Bev. Look, I had to try it to see what happened. And at least you can emboss on it. Do you know what? I'm going to stamp on this card base because I'm going to be covering it up anyway. I'm glad I did because that wasn't the best. That's pretty good. I will take that. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Sylvia. It is really an in-person thing, and from the angle that there is a hair in my polish pink. And if I pull it off, I'm going to be covered in polish pink. There we go. It can sit on the inside lid. So with this, I still think I'll use, do you know what? I might use fresh freesia, but I am going to punch it out first. And I'm going to use this as a carrying over punch. It's called Label Me Fancy. You've got a ribbon slot in this and also a dot, so you can make these into tags. Just trying to keep up with the comments or have a look at the comments at the same time. So I'm just trying to line up the happy with this edge. Trying. I didn't get it straight last time either. Did I actually? No, I still didn't get it straight. But you know what? I am fine with that. Absolutely fine. Now I did also have a piece of vellum under it, and I will show you why in just a second. I'm just trying to get my scrap stamping piece of paper here because we are stamping off. So because I have used Versamark ink, I don't actually have to clean it because it's clear ink. So I'm just going to use a tinsy bit up here in the corner. That's stamping beautifully. And then this one down here. I really like that. And then we will add some coordinating gems. Okay, that is all my inking done. I am definitely going to stick this down next because I am going to need to give it some persuasion to stick down with my big F block. Okay, you're still packing. How long have you got left till you need to be finished packing? I'm going to turn it this way because then it's not an upside down card. Hello Moose, thank you so much for joining. So just adding my dots, and we are going to make sure this is down. Make sure it is lined up. Just leave it here for a few seconds, but I can still work with what I'm working with. So that is tacked, and I'm going to pop my clear block over it. So because I'm using a clear block, I can still work on my design elements through here. So you can see if I use, in comparison to my other cards, if I just use that, it gets a bit lost on the card and the sizing is just a bit small. So I could layer this on our elegant, ooh, that would be nice. For this one, I did use our Tasteful Labels. And this is our, and do you know what? I need to look it up because I want to say a name and I think it's actually wrong. We're waiting for glue to dry anyway, so looking up the name of the punch isn't such a bad thing. Everyday label punch. Everyday label punch. So I think we might use that to layer, and I do this with a lot of my punch pieces. I will, and if it's going into a punch, I'll just lay it on top to see what kind of, see how they look together, and these actually look very good together. I'm not sure why I didn't choose that in the thing. Ooh, nice and nice. Hello, Miss Joy Moody. How are you? Long time no see, Joy. Vellum, my scraps of vellum, and by the looks of it, I have the perfect size. Flip it over. See if you can get it in the slot, would be helpful. And punch. And while I'm here, I'll snip off the excess because I can still use that piece for something else. Hello, Miss Renee. Thank you for joining. Okay, scrap vellum away and away because I already have enough of an avalanche beside me on my side desk already, because I still have paperwork everywhere from collating my tax. So I am going, and yes, I was almost late doing my tax, but it's okay, I'm not in trouble. Okay, so I'm just grabbing my Stampin' Seal because I don't want my vellum to buckle, which is why it was great we used our adhesive sheets for our vellum strips, because it's not going to buckle. No, not lined up. And these, the half circles and the niches kind of line up perfectly, which is why I think it works so well together. I'm also tempted, if you were to choose a third colour, so I've got my Fresh Freesia, my Polish Pink, what third colour would you choose, possibly for some ribbon? Because I'm thinking of adding a bow, just to be different. This isn't straight. That's better. Great. And dimensionals. Whoops. I have a little fridge magnet from a girlfriend, and it always wants to fling off. So I have lots of edge pieces at the moment that were left from my class kits, or class adhesive bits that I just cut off and use. And then some of my team, didn't they, Renee? They were getting a bit anal about not using the dimensionals in straight lines. It was very funny. It was a very good conversation about who copes during classes and who doesn't with their customers not. And what I mean, I'll show you what I mean. It was quite funny, and I'd love to know your style. So see how I take off my dimensionals in straight lines. Often, and a lot of their customers will do it to spite them. Soft succulent. Okay. great. But a lot of their customers will like use a cluster in the middle or not do it in lines to mess with their head, which is why I have a personal collection, and then I have a class adhesives. So then it doesn't hurt my brain, and I don't care what they do with the class ones because they're using them themselves. And then when they come to me during class, I just do my normal thing and continue the straight lines. Okay, soft succulent. Let me grab that roll of ribbon and I'll show you how beautiful this in colour ribbon is. So the ribbon is called Open Weave Ribbon. And the reason, let's pull it back in the right direction and we might be working. So this is called Open Weave because it's open weave in the middle with just like a satinish edge. So I think I'm just going to like do this and snip a piece off. I know what I want to do, but I want to see if it's going to work. I just kind of want a bundle hanging out. Right. Now that I've got a bit to work with, I don't even have my water with me. It's in the bag. I could tie a bow, but what I actually want, yeah, I kind of want both the bows to be like right, both the loops to be right next to each other, not the loops going like that. Hold on, bear with. Okay, I think that is going to be dry now. So you can see I didn't waste any time in what I was doing. I do need to embellish that one as well. Oh, my ribbon's gone kamikaze. This is going to sit somewhere around there. What am I funny about? I need to ask what I'm funny about now. Or do I just... I have an idea. And I should have possibly thought of this idea before popping on all my dimension, but that's okay. We can make it work. So what I could have is like the ends, the ends coming off one end, right? So I could have it, except I would have wanted it in the other direction. So try again. Good thing that this ribbon just pulled up so beautifully. Okay, so and loop without bending, without putting a kink in the ribbon. Loop and then loop. I then just have to put it a bit higher, which still works. What do we think of that? And obviously I would get my proper ribbon scissors and like angle the ribbon and stuff like that. I know, I just wanted to try something a little bit different, a little bit softer. Quite like that. Looks lovely. You like it. Awesome. Oh, using my dimensionals on straight lines, Bev. Well, you know, I am just going to use a touch of our wet glue here just to tack this down. It shouldn't, because we've put these strips on adhesive sheets, it shouldn't buckle the vellum on the adhesive sheet. I say shouldn't, and I'll probably have buckling, but do you know what? Yeah, that's all good. Okay. And then we are going to bring in, they were here on my desk, they are here on my desk, the In Colour Jewels. So these are just stunning. They have like that oil slick on them. So in all 5 colours. And I am just going to pop a couple on the sentiment. And I do think we have to go with the pale papaya. So the only colour we haven't repeated is our evening evergreen, which is fine. I haven't unpacked my cart since my class. So I'm using and then packing away as I go, apparently. Oh, I didn't want the same size. Probably should wait for this to dry. Pop that back down, grab a little one, which will be much, that's better. And then just a little one up near here, near the happy. And put some pressure on here. Make it adhere. Hello, Miss Jane. Now, if this doesn't work, we can also chuck some glue dots on the back, because the glue dots will adhere really nicely to making sure this is straight. That is straight. And you could scatter more in here. Actually, that is totally subtle. This is only going to work in real life. I'm hoping you can see the shine. My video stream stopped, so I'm just going to continue to just do this. Just there you go, you can see that on video. So this one's subtle, and I need to add more gems to that one, but this one is stamped ink, stamped directly onto the vellum, and I did heat emboss it, and it didn't quite dry the ink. So what I generally like to do is ink the vellum, walk away, do another project or something else. Oh, thank you, Pamela. I like taking it up a notch. Walk away, make sure it's completely dry, then go on with stacking them on your piece of cardstock that has the adhesive sheet covering it, and then go from there. And because the evening evergreen, which card was it? I've got a little bit of, sorry, my girlfriend's interrupting my video. I've got a little bit of the transfer from the evening evergreen. So yeah, I would recommend waiting until the ink is totally and utterly dry before you go on. Oops. Okay. So I'm thinking of using like soft succulent on this one. and then I can call the card that we made together done. Molting. I swear it's not me molting because it doesn't look like me hair, which is most unusual. Okay, that one's a little high, but it can stay exactly where it is. Oh, that soft succulent colour. It's just the perfect green. It's just soft and beautiful, and yeah, and that's fine, Bev. My girls in my team meeting gave me an idea, and then I thought, I've got to try that then, don't I? So I did, and you girls were my guinea pigs. So today we have used our open weave ribbon, which is rather gorgeous. Don't know where that piece of paper's from. Can go in the bin. The Everyday Label Punch. Where's the Label Me Fancy punch? There is no, yes, here we go. The Label Me Fancy punch, we've used Pansy patch. I did do a bit of heat embossing as well. These are the 3 examples that I have done. I'm just seeing, this one really looks like nothing, but I did show it to you tilted. Oh, and we have used the In Colour jewels, which I love so much, and I did go back and order, and in Australia we have received a notice to say these jewels are selling above forecast, which means they may go out of stock for a while. Thank you, girls. Thank you. I thought I just wanted to play with the new ink colours, show you what they looked like. I know we didn't ink with them, but this Shimmery Vellum is a really good representation of the colours. Yes, exactly, Bev. Exactly. They are all different for that exact reason. But I have put fresh freesia on the edge of each card. Isn't that interesting? My pleasure, Jane. I hope you guys can go and buy some of our adhesive sheets and give them a go, because they worked a dream to adhere down this vellum in this large format, and you can also use them to create stickers and die cut. So you can die cut shapes, then turn that into a sticker, which makes it great for classes or mass production, all those kinds of things. So rather than adhering vellum, you can just use a coloured piece of cardstock, put the adhesive sheet on, and then it turns into a sticky piece of paper. My pleasure, Donna. You guys have an amazing weekend. I have a bit of a busy one. Obviously, my family has booked me on Sunday. I have my kick class on Friday night, and I'm doing a bit of a one-on-one class on Saturday with a new customer. So you guys have an amazing weekend. Happy Mother's Day to those who are celebrating it, or I hope you can spoil your mother if you're not celebrating it. I will see you guys next week. Bye.